What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Before this video starts, I just wanted to remind you that I am hosting a giveaway at 3,000 subscribers for this AK Aquamarine Revenge in factory new condition, $120 value. To enter, all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed and leave a comment down below. I'll be picking the winner as soon as we hit 3,000 subscribers. In this video, we are going to be going over the craziest thing that happened in the CS2 Major. So as you probably already know, there are some protests at the CS2 Major in Copenhagen. And there's actually a whole entire reason behind why those protests happened, and the reason is actually ultra cringe, and I can't believe that this was actually allowed to happen. I'm also going to try to not promote or mention any of the people responsible for this, so I might use some made up names because I don't want to give these people any more recognition than they actually deserve. I don't want to shout these people out because that's basically what they were looking for in this whole entire situation. Also, I looked pretty deep into this situation, but there might be a couple things that I am missing, so if I am, I'm sorry about that, but I'm pretty sure that this is the general idea of exactly what went down. If you guys were watching the CS Major, you would know that there was a huge interruption during the G2 game, and the reason for that is because a bunch of people actually stormed the stage, and this was just a super cringe situation because when you find out why they did it and who did it, it probably will blow your mind. So the basic story, without giving out too many names, is that gambling site A has beef with gambling site B, and gambling site B is a partner of G2 Esports. So gambling site A is, from what I can understand, jealous or envious of gambling site B because they don't have any actual esports sponsors. So they went to the esport and they started handing out these pamphlets calling G2 a fraud because they promote casinos to children apparently, which I don't actually think they do, and I think that the gambling website that they are promoting is 18+. And I actually haven't seen any proof that G2 is promoting scam sites specifically to children. And also, it is kind of rich coming from one gambling website to another one, accusing an esports team of being scammers for promoting a gambling website when the accusation is coming directly from another gambling website. So these flyers were being handed out pretty much every day, and the person that organized this was a person that goes by the name of M. I'm not going to give their whole entire name because I don't want to give them any more promotion than they need. This person by the name of M is affiliated or one of the owners of gambling site A, and basically what they did is they found people that lost a ton of money on gambling site B and recruited them to basically do this for them. So this person by the name of M basically paid people to storm the stage, was paying people to make videos trashing gambling site B, and also said that he would pay for people's bail to get out of jail if they were to get arrested. And a lot of crazy stuff came out about this. We had one guy screaming on Twitter, "Gambling site B, give me my house back, you stole my house," which is kind of crazy because I do understand that gambling can be a huge problem for people, and people definitely, if they are prone to addictions, they should not start gambling. But the thing is, gambling site B did not force you to deposit your whole entire mortgage payment for that month or your whole entire house, so you can't sit here and blame that website for basically quote unquote taking your house when you are the one that gambled it away. Now that might be a bit of a divisive take from me, but I believe that if you are over the age of 18, you are responsible for making your own decisions, and this person was. So basically, to recap, a bunch of people lost money on gambling site B. Gambling site A has beef with gambling site B, so someone that owns gambling site A, one of the owners, hired a bunch of people that lost a ton of money on gambling site B to basically just trash them in person at the Copenhagen event. And basically that led to this.
Getting a little slightly exciting out here, so I think we're going to go to a short break and be right back when the game goes live.
So as you can see, people actually did end up storming the stage, and the worst part is that they knocked over the trophy and completely destroyed it. Also, another incident happened where someone handcuffed themselves to the outside fence for some reason, but they're not smart enough to realize that the fence can just be easily moved. So it's really funny how the security guard pretty much just lifts up the person and the fence and just moves them somewhere else. And the basic fallout from this situation is just a lot of people turning against gambling site A. A ton of people actually cut their affiliations with them and are no longer affiliated with them anymore. Personally, I would never do a sponsorship with them because it is just an embarrassing company and this is an embarrassing look. They basically just made a huge big hubbub over nothing, pretty much just some childish beef between the owners of the websites, and actually potentially ruined some people's time. A lot of the people attending the major spent a lot of money to get there and a lot of time to get there. These people had to request off of work and everything. They had to plan in advance, and to have their time be ruined or dampened by these people just for a little bit of publicity is super cringe in my opinion. Now that is my opinion. I really do think that this is just for publicity. There's no way that these people are actually being real and they actually think they're making some sort of difference. They're definitely not. This is just for publicity, and I admit by me making this video, I am giving them more publicity that they do not deserve, but I do think it is also an interesting topic, and I think that it's important for you guys to actually understand what happened that night. Although, to end this story on a good note, as you guys saw, the trophy got ruined. It actually broke into like 5 different pieces, but the very next day, the GOAT Pasha Biceps actually delivered the new trophy by hand directly to the podium in front of the whole entire crowd. This was a super cool moment, and it actually pretty much made up for all of the other nuisances. If you guys were watching the stream, this was an insane moment, and even if you weren't watching the stream, I definitely advise you to go out and look for the clip from the stream because this was an insane moment. If you guys have ever been into the CS competitive scene, you know exactly who Pasha Biceps is, and this is really cool because he got to deliver the trophy after, from what I understand, he biked for days and days just to get to the Copenhagen event this year. As you can see here, I guess he biked across roads and even the sea for 7 days for 1,000 kilometers to get to Copenhagen. This is just really cool, and it is an awesome end to the story. So yeah guys, that is what happened at the CS Major. That is the super big quote-unquote drama that I honestly think is pretty cringe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and a comment below. Also subscribe with the bell notifications turned on so that you never miss another upload. Thank you guys so much for the support recently, and I'll see you in the next one.